So far for the day, gold, silver, oil, gas, Nasdaq and Dow all have been trading in a narrow zone with a modest bullish bias. What to expect now from the US session? How to profit? We are going to see with the help of charts and indicators. This is the second update. For the first update, I have already mentioned that 2340.41 is an achievable level and it is a greater target resistance as well. It has achieved this for gold. For silver, 2980 proven out to be greater resistance as well. Likewise, for other instruments, we have predicted successfully. So now what to expect, how to profit with the US session? We will see with the help of charts and indicators. First gold, followed with silver, then oil and gas, and in the end Nasdaq and Dow. Chapters are included in the video. You can skip your favorite instruments. Do like, share, subscribe and comment, friends. Your every like, share and comment is a great motivation. Subscribe and press the bell icon to get the notifications. Join the free Telegram channel for live updates and join the channel memberships here on YouTube to support the effort. Let's Gold on the early charts has been trading in a narrow zone and see it is delivering higher lows and higher highs here, trying to trade in a modest bullish channel here. It is trying to take the support here from now 2030, 2028. And yes, on the upside now 2335, 2336 levels are proving out to be a greater resistance. Thus, it is very, very important now for gold to stay above 2336. That was the level earlier in the day I have mentioned is a greater resistance, and it has played out so far very, very well. Now, if it stays above this, we can again look forward to 2340, 42 zone, first resistance. Beyond this, we can look forward to further bullishness. Let's have a further detailed look before we conclude. And see, lower highs is one part of it, and a flat bottom is something which you should look at. If you look at the stochastic, this has dropped. MACD is bullish here after forming double bottom, trying to rise. RSI is also trying to trade bullish. Coming to 2 hour, on the 2 hour charts, look at the waves here and see it is trying to always hit towards the 100 period moving average, and from these levels it is trying to reverse. So 100 period moving average you have to be watchful of. This is sitting right now at around 2345 levels, and then on the upside 50-52 zone is going to be the resistance, beyond which we can expect little bullish momentum to continue. Though the moving averages are trading with divergence and are staying bearish as of now. The stochastic has dropped a bit. Look at MACD, almost running flat here. If you look at the RSI, this is also running flat and not indicative much. Coming to 3-hour charts, look at 3-hour charts. What has happened here? Higher lows are seen here, higher highs are seen here. After the drop, it is trading in this retracement channel. The highs here now at around 2345, 48 zone, and then we can in fact look forward to 2350, 55 zone as well. Now, also if you look at the 3-hour charts, look at the resistance here. Greater resistance was observed here, hitting the levels. You have seen prices reversing, and thus I will say as long as 2355 is respected today, we should not be treating gold as bullish. Possibility of a reversal is very strong if and only if it stays above 2355. Little bullishness towards 2362.565 is seen. Breaking 2365 is where the bulls are seen. Else, again I am saying as long as 2355 is respected today, chances of a reversal will be very, very high. Stochastic has dropped here, MACD almost running flat, and RSI is also running flat here, not indicative much of anything. Coming to 4-hour, now look at 4-hour chart. See, look at these three candles. Higher lows are seen. The preceding candle has closed with modest bullishness. I will wait for this candle and how high it can go. Possibly we can see it moving towards 2340 levels, but yes, it has to break 2335, 36 zone in order to stay bullish. Then you can look forward to 4042 levels, and breaking beyond 4042 is where little bullishness may prevail here, which can in fact take it till towards 2350. Yes, it is after the drop, it is trading in a retracement channel here. It is not yet bearish, it is retracing. The stochastic has seen a rise, the MACD flat and the RSI flat. Coming to the daily, before we look into daily charts, if you want to learn this art of trading, do not miss to join my 31st mentorship batch starting 10th of June. We have encapsulated all our years of learning and experience in the form of tools, techniques, and trade setups, which can help you identify profitable trades and trends and which can help you trade profitably. Do not miss to register for it. You can reach out to me for details, and if you just want to trade as per the signals on my Telegram group, again you can write an email or ping me on Telegram for your queries. And those who had asked me to recommend a broker, the recommended broker, which is a global broker, which is available across the countries, and yes, which offers a SAP-free account with the lowest spreads and no hidden charges. You can find the recommended broker link also in the channel and video description. Now coming to the daily, now see, first on the daily charts, I have mentioned yesterday is the lower highs, lower lows, beautifully aligned here. Second thing is what has happened yesterday, it has shown higher lows and lower highs. So this is gold is trading in this consolidation zone, and see on the downside now 2314.15 is the level it needs to break in order to confirm the bearishness. Else, this is a swing zone here between 2350.55 and 23 1520 here. This is the zone where we have to be extremely cautious with the gold here. If you look at, see what has happened, the day has started on a flat note. It has already formed a trail and trying to rise, already seen a rise, but failing to sustain. Now if you see it is staying below 23, 24, 25, certainly we should take a sell entry there. Expect 23, 20, 23, 16, and 23, 16, 23, 14 indeed is a very good support. Below that you can say the sharper drop is awaited here for gold, where the prices might try to move towards 2300 and lower levels. Stochastic rising, the MACD has seen stronger bearishness. It is not trying to converge here, and the RSI is flat. Looking at this, I will recommend you to buy only if you see it is staying over 2336. Expect 2340, 42 first resistance zone. Then, though 2345 is a good resistance as well, but I will expect it to move towards 2348.50, the next target zone. And see again, as I have shared earlier, as long as gold stays below 2350, 55 levels, we can expect that it can reverse, and that is why I can see a greater resistance is observed. As long as 2350 is there are very nearby resistances. So if you're taking a buying position at 2336, you have to trail your stop losses strict. On the downside, I will recommend a selling entry now at 23, 27, 28 zone, but 23, 24, 25 should be ideal. You can sell at 23, 24, 25, expect 23, 20, 23, 16, 14 zone, and then below that a sharper drop towards 2308, 2300 can be expected. Take your positions accordingly. Now let's have a look at silver on the hourly charts. After the drop, retraced here, getting the resistance from the 20 period. It has tried to drop, but see a flat bottom, which means a very strong support is seen at 2940, and on the upside you can see the resistance is also very strong here. So we have to wait for it to break beyond 2980 for any confirmation of bullishness, which can take it till towards $30 levels. Else it is still not showing any signs of bullish. Stochastic here is rising, the MACD is also rising, and the RSI is comfortable, though it is trading with a slightly negative slope and slightly negative bias. Coming to 2 hour, look at 2 hour charts, higher lows, lower highs, wait for it to give a breakout. Certainly any move below 2940 is a confirmation that the bears are back in the action. Thus we have to wait for the higher prices to trade below 2940 in order to take a selling position. On the upside, ideally we have to wait for 2980 and $30 levels to be taken in order to confirm the reversal. The stochastic has dropped a bit. MACD has crossed over. It is trying to trade with modest bullishness here. We have to be watchful. Very little divergence is observed. RSI is flat. On the 3-hour charts, if you now see the 3-hour charts, higher lows, it can try to bounce back. Now this candle, if it starts to rise and stays above 2965 and 2980 zone, certainly we can say that $30 levels are very easily achievable. Yes, it is trading with a divergence from the 20 period. Prices might try to converge towards the 20 period, and in fact the 50 and 100 period moving averages at 30, 40, 30, 50 is also achievable. The stochastic has dropped a bit. MACD is seen converging and crossing over here. If it crosses over, certainly it can lead to little bullishness for the next few sessions or next few candles. RSI at bottom. Coming to 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, the observation is more or less same. First red candle, a swing candle, and now it has started on a flat note. It can continue to trade bearish. We have to wait for 2940, 2934 zone, 35 zone to be taken. Below that, certainly we can look forward to 2920 and in fact $29 levels, which is going to remain the next support zone. Now if you see this zone here, I have mentioned earlier why this zone is important. You can find out it is consolidated before giving a breakout here. It has consolidated here and now it can give a breakout. Be watchful here. Right now it is consolidating and strengthening its position. Any drop, convincing drop below 29 40-20 zone certainly should be a stronger bearish sign. Stochastic rising, the MACD is bearish trying to converge, RSI is at bottom. Coming to the daily charts. So see on the daily charts, a double bottom is done, and since then we have seen the price is reversing and trying to rise, though the movement is completely engulfed within a very narrow zone. Thus we have to wait for it to take a clear direction. And it dropped below 29.40, 29.20, $29 levels are the next support levels. Now see this 50 period moving average sitting at around 28.80, 29.890 levels are going to be the next resistance zone or next support zone for silver here. So once it drops below 29.20, certainly more bearishness is going to be seen. Right now I can see a double bottom levels here, and the prices might try to stay in zone for the day. Stochastic oversold. Look at MACD. Why it is trading bearish? A sharp divergence is seen from the top, and yes, it can continue here for the for some time, and it can try to hit the lows before rising again. RSI has dropped. Looking at this, ideally you should wait for 29.80 to be taken, but those who want to risk a little can buy 29.65, wait for 29.80 and then $30 levels to be taken. This is where we can say that the bulls are trying to act, or bulls are back in action, and we can look forward to 30.20, 30.50 levels as the next target. As long as it stays below 30.80 levels, we should not be treating silver as bullish. As long as it stays below 30.80, the chances of a drop, if not today, possibly tomorrow, day after tomorrow, will be very, very high. Stochastic oversold, MACD yes is bearish. And see, on the downside, a selling entry I have already mentioned is at 29.40-35 zone, for which you can expect 29.20, 29, and then a sharper drop below $29 levels should take it towards 28.60 levels. Let's see if it tries to move towards those levels. Take your position accordingly. Now let's have a look at crude. See, oil perfectly moving as we expected, though it is yet to break beyond 73.6, the resistance level here. Once it stays above 73.6, we can expect it to move towards 74, 74.2 zone, and beyond that, certainly little bullishness can be seen. What has happened here? The drop here is sharp, and see, after that, it is trying to consolidate and trade with little bullishness. Stochastic rising, the MACD is bullish here, and yes, the RSI is also rising, trying to show a little bullish momentum. On the 2-hour charts, the observation is more or less same. It is formed a tail, it is trying to rise. We can look forward to this zone here at 73.6, 73.7, and then 74, 74.2. Yes, these targets are very much achievable. Also, one must notice it is trading in this channel here, hitting the levels, it can again drop. So 74, 74.2 is going to be a critical resistance for the day. Stochastic rising here, trying to show bullishness. The MACD is also trading with divergence, trying to show a little bullish momentum. RSI is coming out of the oversold zone. On the 3-hour charts, if you look, the observation is same. See, preceding candle comes with a bigger tail here and a very small body, and thus if it breaks beyond 73.5, 73.6 zone, we can look forward to 74, 74.2, and that is also the 20 period moving average. It can achieve those levels and it can reverse, but I see that if it achieves that, it can try to move further bullish towards 74.8, 75, and then higher levels. Stochastic rising, MACD has hit a bottom here, trying to trade with little divergence, staying bullish here. RSI has also come out of the oversold zone, good sign for a little bullish momentum here. On the 4-hour, you should notice on the 4-hour chart, it is consolidated enough here. The support levels are intact here, 72.6, 72.8 zone, and yes, it has respected it beautifully, now trying to give a breakout. So if you see oil staying beyond 73.6 and 73.7 zone, stay bullish for 74, 74.2, and then 74.5, and in fact 75. The stochastic is rising here. MACD, after showing sharp bearishness, it is convergent here, it is trying to cross over. This is again signs of bullishness. RSI coming out of the oversold zone. Coming to daily chart, look at daily charts here. Yesterday I have mentioned that the candle is trading outside Bollinger Bands, and see, it is must get a support and it must get a push on the upside. It is signaling a reversal here. Possibility for oil to rise higher exists, and possibly with the inventory data today, we may see oil rising further high. How high? In fact, we can look forward to 75, or in fact higher levels towards 76 is also achievable. Be careful here. Stochastic oversold, MACD is extremely bearish, and RSI at bottom. So looking at this, I will recommend you to buy here at 73.5, 73.7 zone. Expect 74, 74.2, 74.5, and 74.8, 75. If it stays above 75, stay bullish for 76 levels directly. Take your trades accordingly. On the downside, a selling entry is now at 72.8 levels, 72.8, 72.6, 72.4. Three supports. If it draws below 72.4, stay short for 72, 71.8, and then 71.2 levels. Take your trades accordingly. Let's have a look at Nasdaq. See, Nasdaq 100 for the day has achieved the highs here. We have mentioned 18,750, 760 levels, and see, it has achieved this. It is trying to trade in this bullish channel here, and thus as long as 18,760 is not taken, we should be careful here with the buying entries. Beyond 18,760 is where a little bullish momentum will be seen. Taking it till towards 18,850 levels is also possible. Moving averages here are trading with divergence, staying bullish. Also, I have mentioned one more thing today morning, that 18,800, 500 is the zone. If Tech 100 is seen trading below this zone, just stay bearish. A sharper drop is awaited. Stochastic overbought, MACD is bullish, and RSI is near to top. Coming to 2-hour, look at 2-hour charts here. See, it is given a breakout, continued with the bullish momentum, trying to continue with this. Just it needs to stay beyond 18,760 levels, which will confirm the rise towards 18,800. 18,800 is a very significant resistance, and then 18,850. These two levels, if Nasdaq breaches, then we can say that the bulls are back, and at least it can at least try to move towards the double top levels or the recent highs. See, moving averages have crossed over here. This is sign of bullishness, and this also makes 18600 as a very strong support. Stochastic rising, MACD bullish, and RSI rising here. On the 3 the observation is more or less same. After showing a slight reversal, it has shown this highs, and thus it is also important to note that if you see Nasdaq 100 trading below 18670 levels and 18646 30 zone, then 18600 will be the target, and below 18600 a sharper fall will be seen here. Stochastic overbought, MACD is bullish. Yes, it is forming steps and see higher highs are seen. Once it stays above 18760, it can give a breakout, and the breakout can be stronger one with the first milestone at around 18800 and then 18850 levels. Hitting those levels, we will see how it behaves. As you can look at first rise then retracement, second rise could be at highs, and then it could try to retrace towards 18600 levels. Stochastic overbought, MACD divergent and bullish, and RSI rising. Coming to daily, look at the daily charts. Earlier in the day I mentioned, see, lower highs were seen here, higher lows were seen here, and this candle is trying to break out. And also look at the preceding 2 to 3 candles. First a reversal sign, then the candles coming with bigger tails suggests that it may try to continue here with slight bullishness, but I will not consider this as bullish as long as 18760 is not taken. Once it stays above 18760, the bulls will try to take over, and then we can look forward for it to move or come at par towards 18900 levels very soon. Stochastic rising, MACD is bearish here. This is one concern point because it is trading bearish. It can continue further on the downside, though right now it is trading with a bullish momentum. Stochastic, RSI, both are rising. Looking at this, I will recommend you to buy Nasdaq at 18760 levels now. Expect 18800, 18800, 18850 levels as the two resistances, and then 18900. Possibility is there that it may try to trade bullish today, but you have to be trading with caution, as the swings are also equally anticipated. Thus, if you see Nasdaq 100 trading at 18670, you can take a sell entry for 18640 and 600. Once it draws below 18600 is where the bears are waiting for Tech 100, where we can look forward to 18540, 480. Take your positions accordingly. Now let's have a look at Dow Jones. The US 30 on the early chart, the rise here, bearishness, then couple of retracement, again taking a shape here. Possibly it may try to move towards 38720 700 zone, which is going to be a support zone. This is also the 20 period moving average here. If you look at the stochastic, this is at bottom. The MACD has crossed over here for sell, trading with divergence. The RSI has dropped as well. Coming to 2-hour charts, if you look at 2-hour charts, see the preceding two candles, lower highs and see lower lows. We have to wait for it to drop below 38720 levels. Below this, you can expect it to move towards 38660, 650 first target, and then we can look forward to 38660. The stochastic here is dropped. The MACD here is in green, trying to converge, and RSI is almost staying flat here. Look at the 3-hour chart. Certainly the bears reversal sign, first bearish candle, and see this candle could be bigger enough where we may see it hitting 38700 or in fact 38660 levels. Also, one must notice, divide this into two, double top is done, and possibly a reversal or at least higher lows here can be expected. Stochastic dropping from the top, MACD is in green, and RSI is running flat. On the 4-hour, look at the 4-hour charts here, lower highs, lower lows, and possibly once it drops below 720 700, you can look forward to 38600 and lower levels. Certainly a double top is seen here, but again it has to drop below 38400 for a confirmation of a reversal here. Stochastic overbought, MACD bullish, and RSI flat. Coming to the daily charts, now look at daily charts. See, previous two candles were of consolidation. Today it has started on a greener note, it has started on a bullish note. Once it stays beyond 38800 820 zone, I have mentioned earlier in the day as well, if you see US 30 above 38800 820, stay bullish for 38900, and then we can in fact look forward to 39020, 39050 levels as well if it continues to trade bullish from the current levels. Though right now there is signs of bearishness from the double top at 38800 820. Stochastic rising, MACD is bearish, trying to converge, RSI staying flat. Looking at this, very simple, buy at 38800 820 levels, expected to move towards 38900, 38900 920 is very good resistance, then 39020 is the next targets. On the downside, a selling entry I will recommend is at 38720 700 zone, below which you can expect 38660, and then 38660 650, very good support. Below that, we can in fact expect it to move towards 38600. Remember, 38600 650 660 is a greater support zone for Tech 100 on the Dow Jones on the downside. Below 38600 is where the bears are waiting, and we can look forward to a sharper fall. In fact, we can expect it to move towards 38450 400 as well if it drops below 38600 levels. Take your trades accordingly. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Join my mentorship by Join My Signals channel. Reach out to me for your queries. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day ahead. Thank you.